ask GT86 owners why they love this car, you will get a lot of different answers, but almost all of them trace back to one spec. Not horsepower, not torque, one simple design choice. Weight distribution. The GT86 has been debated since the day it launched. Some say it's slow, some say it's outdated, but people who actually drive it hard tend to keep it longer than expected. That doesn't happen by accident. So let's talk about the one spec that explains why this car connects with drivers. The GT86 runs close to a 53-47 weight distribution. Front engine, rear-wheel drive, low-mounted boxer engine. On paper, that doesn't sound exciting, but in practice, it changes how the car behaves in almost every situation. The car doesn't feel nose-heavy. The rear doesn't feel unpredictable. Inputs feel proportional. You turn the wheel, the car responds immediately. No delay, no correction needed. This applies to the GR86 and the BRZ as well. Same platform, same balance. Just small tuning differences. When weight is balanced properly, the chassis does less fighting. Under braking, the car stays composed. Mid-corner, it holds a clean line. On throttle, the rear loads predictably. That predictability is what drivers feel. Not speed, not drama, confidence. You always know what the car is about to do next. That makes you push a little harder, brake a little later, carry more corner speed. This is where enjoyment comes from. Many modern performance cars are faster, much faster, but they rely heavily on electronics to manage imbalance, torque masking, traction correction, stability intervention. The GT86 doesn't need much of that, because the balance is already there. That's why it feels natural instead of impressive, and why drivers feel involved instead of protected. If you don't push the car, this spec doesn't stand out. At normal speeds, it just feels like a regular sports car. That's why people who only drive it casually don't understand the appeal. The value of balance only shows up when you are actually driving with intent. That is also why opinions on this car are so divided. This doesn't mean the GT86 is perfect. It's not fast in a straight line. It doesn't hide mistakes. It doesn't flatter lazy driving. But if you enjoy feeling what the car is doing, this one spec does more than any power upgrade ever could. This is why drivers love the GT86. Not because it's quick, not because it's rare, but because it's balanced. If you enjoy cars that communicate clearly and reward good inputs, subscribe.